Good very early morning of January 28th, Tuesday of 2025. The energy is just feeling electric. I know that sounds really weird, but have you ever seen one of those little balls, crystal looking balls in an amusement place where you put your finger on it and it's like all this electric something or other comes. It's just such a cool optical illusion, but it's all physics. And it's just very cool. Well, that's what it sounds like. I couldn't really get a lot of sleep last night because there is so much energy in the air. I'm here today because I think we need to pay some more attention to some things that are about to come out. I don't want to set the precedents and say too much of anything, but I'm laser focused on a couple of things that John's energy told me. So we're going to start out today. I've got some decks. I've got a couple others here on the side. And this is different. We're just going to kind of lay this out differently because I want to see where this goes. And it's all about this person who knows something and who's not telling. So that's where I'm getting it. We've got a lot of motions that are coming out. We have another hearing on the 31st of January. This is really going to be a wild week. So without further ado, let's get started. Again, good morning, everyone. I'm Lady Zelda with Seeing Crime, and I'm also seeing I have a nice big cup of coffee here, and you're here with me. This is my morning. I get up, I check in on the day, I check in on the people that we read for. I just do a lot of checks. That's just the way it is. The microwaves seem down, and it is very early Tuesday morning, and I'm just going to stay up. I'm not going to go back to bed. But we're going to start out today with this beautiful Universal Weight Tarot. That's it. It's not anything special, but it is special. This is an old deck. You may not have seen this before. It's not the old boy. It's older than the old boy. And I can't kind of keep this when you can see the edges are worn. I kind of keep it for special occasions, and I feel that this is. Of course, we have our friend, the Kipper deck. We have the hidden Cartomancy deck, and we're going to see what's up. I just want to keep this organic and good, and we're going to put these to the side. I want to start out with this, and before we do, please take a look at the cloth and tell me what you see, if you see anything, and do me a favor and subscribe and hit that notification bell, won't you? Because you don't want to miss anything. There's going to be some great things coming out. You don't want to miss a thing. Please like as well. And I appreciate you so much. Let's get started. So this tarot, I always shuffle the decks before I start, but I like to do it while I'm on camera because, well, I think that just keeps the integrity of the reading so you can actually see that I am shuffling, and I am just picking randomly. Spirits, guides, angels, and John's energy. We ask if there's anything that we should be alerted to, told. Please do us a favor and chime in. We're here. All right, first card off the top. Okay, I'm chuckling, and I'll tell you why in a minute. That is a Libra. That is the Justice card. Absolutely. Justice for John. Okay, this is interesting. Let me get this because you see how large these are. That's why I don't use them. Usually the tarot decks that I'm using, and look at it compared to this Kipper. Sometimes they're hard to handle on camera. All right, so here we are, my darlings. The reason I chuckled a little bit, well, this is the Four of Wands, fiery element, and it represents everything about the home, about a home. It is a celebration, and I think we're about ready to start celebrating here soon. Now, I also want you to know that Judge Canoni is going to have to rule on some of these motions. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not law enforcement, I'm not a fire professional, medical professional. I am a tarot reader, I am a psychic medium. That's where we are. If you know, you know. It's for entertainment purposes only. If she does not sign this motion or acknowledge what is going on, do not get upset. There's others that are watching, and I'm going to leave it at that. You know, I keep coming over that song in my head from West Side Story. Keep it cool, boy, real cool. So let's be cool tomatoes, and let's let this play out. There's a method to the madness, and I do believe there will be a celebration coming to this home, but definitely the home. Now, obviously, justice for John. This is one of the 3 cardinal cards, and I'm going to talk about that in a later video. But you see, this Lady Justice is who this is. She has a sword, but let's not be too fooled, because the sword does not go off the end of the frame of the card. It is upright, and swords are also communication. They're an air element, and they cut both ways. They can either tear down or they can, well, justify. This Lady Justice has a red robe on. It signifies passion, love, control, caring, doing the right thing, and that there must be balance. These are the scales of justice. This must be balance. The crown indicates, yes, there is definitely this position of power, but this isn't Judge Canoni. This is justice in itself. This is the law in itself of what all of us have to abide by. The 2 gray columns, well, there's no gray area. It's only black and white, and it is supposed to be decided by this justice card. Again, a Libra. I'm not sure who a Libra would be, but it's okay. I think we have to have the justice for John out. Now this, I can really interpret this, but I want to also lay out some of the kipper here. This is the 8 of Cups, and you see there's a fellow there, and he's hiking. Now, some people are saying, oh, they gave up. They gave up. Why would you give up? Well, there's a space here, and there are 8 cups and 1 missing. Now, he's done everything he could, but with missing that element, you see there's something missing. That's what this card is telling us. This card has some very cool in-depth meanings, but there's something missing. Not only that, we have this red cloak, just like our little justice gal. This red cloak is also a passion for what they do, what he does. Love, passion, control, compassion. But this is emotion. This is a water element. And you see, we have water here. All water in the tarot come from the High Priestess robes. Why is that? Well, the High Priestess is a spiritual chick. She's with it. She holds the Torah in her lap. She has a cross around her neck. And she's really high up. She's the one that you want to go to for all spiritual matters if there needs to be a settlement or of a disagreement. Now, the water coming from her robes is a life force, There's life in water. Vibration. That's another video. Getting back to this. My interpretation of this is that he is not walking away. He is walking toward. Now, what, Zelda? Well, he doesn't have this cup. The next card in the deck is the Nine of Cups. So he's walking toward that Nine of Cups. That Nine of Cups is the yes card, just like the Nine of Hearts in the Cartomancy. It's the yes card. It's the goal. It's a goal reached. It's the dream come true. So this is giving me an indication that there's more to come. And it's not that they've done all they can do and they're giving up. They've done all they can do on this particular situation, as I'm talking about the defense of Karen. And they're moving on to more. Because they are prepared for Auntie Bev to act up on the bench. Let's hope not. I do not see that she's going to roll from the bench. She's going to think about it, take it from advisement. And she's probably not going to do any of that until January 31st. Maybe she will. But next comes the motion for dismissal. It's my understanding it's for governmental misconduct. There's a lot that's going on. So we have to keep these things straight. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I want to share this with you so you know exactly where we stand. Kipper is up. Kipper is on deck. No pun intended. My darlings, we just can't make this up. And you saw me. This is why I shuffle here. Seriously, this is why I shuffle, because there's absolutely no teetotal way that I could have picked that card out. If you don't have chills, well, expectation. That's Our Lady Justice. We expect a positive outcome. Let's see. This is going to be interesting. Distant horizons. Okay, well, it's telling us that there is a silver lining around the cloud. We've got a little bit to go. That's what it's saying, distant horizons. Remember, the retrial is not scheduled until April 1st, but I've not seen that on the docket. I don't know if that's changed. I don't know. Let's lay out some cartomancy. And I want to thank you all for being here. The Two of Hearts. Okay. Oh. Yes. The Two of Hearts, a partnership. John was with Karen at that house. There was an expectation. This is a love relationship. It is working together card. Partnership. It's not a business. It's love. But here's the interesting thing. I'm loving this because this is the high joker of the cards. Expectation. This high joker is telling us that there has been some hidden things. That's why they call this deck hidden. Look at the back of this. It's got some pretty funky looking designs on there. But there are some hidden designs in this card. We'll talk about that sometime. But look at this guy. He's not up to any good. He's got deceit. There is evil. There is all kinds of things going on around him. This is not a good card to have out when you're trying to overcome something, because this basically says that there are secrets locked away. Secrets that are, because all secrets come out, regardless if it's 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. All secrets will be revealed. I'm not talking about in this case, I'm talking about in general. But these secrets are coming out. This doesn't look good for the CW. Now, this is a timing card. It's also a financial card, but it's a timing card for summer. And you know, this past summer, we had the hung jury. A mistrial. And I do believe that plays a lot into this. Okay, now we're starting to get down into it. Piotnik. Message. Yep, a message is coming. Sweetheart. That's Karen. The judge. Order in the court. Here come the judge. And look, can I show you this? We can't make these things up. Look at this. There is Lady Justice holding her sweet little scales. She doesn't have a sword. But she does, because she's telling us she's going to rule. People may not like it, but she's going to rule. But that's justice. This is telling me that justice is right around the corner, my darlings. There are some things about these bad actors we're going to be finding out. But there is something, and by the way, I need to show you this card. This is message. And there is an expectation. We should expect more messages, more hidden things. And I don't know about you, but I think at this point, nothing is really going to shock me. But there's one thing that I want to see. That's Miss Karen. The Seven of Cups. The King of Swords. This is healing energy, and this is telling me that even though this is Karen and she spent a hellacious amount of money, there will be a healing in her financial house. This is amazing that this is coming up, and it's all tied together with this Joker card and everything else. This person is void. The reason he's void is because we're not supposed to be paying attention to this as much as we're supposed to be paying attention to this. You see, there's all types of cups here, each one filled with different, I don't know, little filigree, little opportunity. But we have to take a closer look at things, because what we may feel would be okay, look at the face on that cup. That is deceit, and isn't this amazing? Again, can't make that up. The King of Swords. The bird is the air element of the swords. He's in blue. Now, why is he in blue? He's got a little bit of red on him because there is some passion there. There is compassion and love and control, but the blue is more emotion. And this guy is telling us that there may be some type of ruling based on emotion. I don't think it's going to be based on emotion. It's going to be based on law, but I think it's going to be emotional. There's going to be a lot of communication. This king energy here is telling us we're going to get it together. We're going to hear more. There's more communication coming. Hold on to your seats. The occupation. And look at this. 34 on top of the house cards. 2 house cards and number 34. And that is Shaggy confirming everything this early morning. Good morning, Shag. Courtship. Remember what I had said about somebody being told what they saw, told of it's this this person has already testified. They will be playing a part in this because there's a lot of misinformation that has come from that testimony. I'm not going to name names yet, but what I will tell you is everything with these bad actors is about to come out because guess what? There is a sudden wealth of information that's going to be coming out again. Additionally, more coming. So before we go, there's going to be unexpected joy. I think so too. And the widow card. You know, Karen represents, she does mourn John. I mean, that's there's not a card that says, well, it's a girlfriend that lost, you know, this is a card for a female who is in mourning. And quite frankly, I don't think, in all fairness, Karen has had a chance to mourn for John. And I think when this is all over, Karen is going to take a moment, and she's just probably going to feel every emotional gamut that there is. And then watch out. Watch out. That is a card in which it means there is a gamble. And this is a risk. And it's not for Karen. It's for the CW. This is a risk for them to continue on because the more they go on, the more they try to prove themselves, the worse it's going to get. These bad actors will be held legally accountable. I want you to understand that they will be shown some manners. But in the meantime, I want you to know this. Things are under control. We're going to hear a lot this week. More things are going to be coming out. We may have a judge ruling this week. We may have some more motions, and I know we are here for it. We want justice for John. We want Karen freed. I want to leave you with this. If you read 1 John chapter 1:8, yes, 1 John, it says, and I may paraphrase a little bit, if we think we have no sin, then we deceive ourselves, because the truth is not in us. Who are the ones you feel are denying that they had anything to do with this? The truth is not in them. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do me a favor, subscribe, like, and share. And you know I'm going to see you again soon. And by the way, for all of the members, I have a spiffy new member screen coming out. I think you're going to really like it. I want to thank you for being here. If you'd like to have a reading with me, the links are in the description. Feel free to shop. And I tell you what, I sure do love you guys. I'm here for it. I'm going to have some coffee, and we're going to see what plays out in the day. Much love to all of you, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.